Well, apparently, after killing all these goats you see on the ground, I actually already got a tusk. I got 8 tusks. I never even noticed that. And that's auto loot. Auto loot the tusk when you get it. I did not even notice that. So yeah, kind of remember that. After you kill grillets till you basically explode in annoyance. So I currently got level 3 while I was going through that as well. And I set up a few hotkeys. My select nearest enemy, select specific enemy, which I just did like right click edit hotkey, and I did text command. And next to that I type /SNE, which means when I click it, it will select the very nearest enemy to me. This, don't really need to explain that. This is my loot, auto loot. If I click corpse, I just click that and it opens my loot window. Kind of handy. It's also text command, then type /loot. So yeah, go back to Karkath, and he'll say, congratulations, blah blah blah, you got a Grulet Tusk. So now he goes up to tell you, go talk to the guy down this way, down the hill. I mean, up the hill. This guy, that was an adult, by the way. He's bigger than you. He's an adult. He can fly. As a hatchling, you can only glide until you're level 30 with at least level 30 with level 20 crafting and 200,000 horde. There are 2 paths you can take: Lunas or Helion. Lunas is the path of the fighter. They hate the Nakata scale, aka the biped races. They don't really like them, and they like to be separated from them, and they believe them lesser races and that they should serve the Lunas, or Dragonkind. And they are more physical melee fighters than the Helion. Helion are more so scholars and spellcasters. They believe they should help out the bipeds and that dragons are equals of bipeds. But their rite of passages are different. Rite of passage is long quests and what you need to do to get to an adult. You need to be like level 30 adventure, and you need to be at least level 30 crafting to be able to craft some of the items that you need during the quest, because you need a lot of skill for those. So it's kind of a pain in the butt. And Helion, you need 40 crafting, which because you also need higher level things. So I do recommend you are a level 50 adventure before doing the rite of passage, because it's a very tough quest and you will very much need like a lot of help if you do level 30. Same for level 50, but at least do some parts when you're level 50. Anyways, you go up here, you meet an ancient dragon. His/her name is Artisan Geminoth. They're quite huge. This one's actually kind of chubby, if I like the model to load correctly. Hold on. There it goes. Kind of chubby dragon. But yeah, this is an ancient dragon. They're the biggest dragons you can get in this whole game. So that, greet the dragon. And they say, oh, you must have the new gifted. So yeah, they might say, give you the. So you just greet them and then greet them again, I believe. Oops. Yeah, I already clicked it. Just click G to greet. So now I need to go down the copper mines. The copper, you get all these abilities as well. It's a lot of abilities. Ingenuity, crafting, harvesting, etc. If you go up, open your character window, you go to the ability tab, click craft. They're under here. There's a quarrying that allows you to gather stone and gems. And stoneworking allows you to shape bricks, like stone bricks. Stoneworking allows you to shape gems, cut gems. Mining, place the hotkeys, I put them wrong. Mining allows you to gather ore for metal bars. Smelting is, as it says, allows you to smelt metal bars. Let me replace all these and knock my smelting down again, because my FPS is really low due to Fraps recording, so it's kind of a pain in the butt. Essence harvesting is where you gather essence from wisps. Wisps are little ball things in which you can, well, obviously gather essence from. The essence is needed to make techniques and spells, which are later in the game. Essence shaping allows you to make the essence into essence orbs, which you obviously need to make the techniques. It's more processed. From there, excuse me. There's also spellcraft, which makes you make spells. Scalecraft makes you lets you make dragon scales. Ingenuity allows you to gather some various resources such as like venison from dead deer and stuff. It's not really useful, I just put it up there anyways. So you don't use transmutation much. I'm not trying to describe that. So yeah, once you hotkey all those abilities, you see a level 1 crafter. You can let me show you something quickly. Open up here, go to your options. Your options tab and go all the way down. See open loop window, blah blah. And see start to fly or glide when you're falling. Click that and click apply, then okay. Now if you jump off a cliff or something like this, you will do one of the most fun things in the game, which I actually say. You will glide. You can glide around as a little hatchling. This guy. The animations, there we go. So yeah, you can just glide around, just hold the forward key, and you run around like this. Whee! So you go down to these resources. And here you are, resources. These down here are the copper and tin veins, which you need, as Gemina tells you, she needs you to do 50 of these ore, which you get by clicking the dragon mining, going up towards this, then click gather. Also, to make a new hotkey bar, click new, right click this, click new hotkey bar, and of course I didn't have this on simple mode. So these are all the different bars you can have. 4, 5, you have 10 different ones. So you can just pick a new one, etc. To make them horizontal, to click horizontal alignment. Simple as that. So yeah, now let's gather these, and I'll come back to you once I gather 50 of these, because it takes a little while, because you gather one at a time. So yeah, be right back. Something I didn't explain are bonus resources. Bonus resources are just random resources you get while mining, such as silver ore, which is tier 2, which you cannot make anything yet, which I just normally delete it. You just get them randomly at random times, and you normally get 5, but sometimes you get like 10 bonus when you're gathering to the same resources. So it makes it gather faster. It can get annoying when you're trying to get a set amount. So yeah, that's basically all I need to explain there. Oh, something I forgot to mention earlier was I believe I forgot to mention that this game is also free to play, but you can only have one character, and it must be the human race, which is kind of annoying. And cannot have a slaughter lair or anything like that. You just one play human, so kind of it's annoying. So yeah. Anyways, you got our 50 resources here, and you can run back up this hill. You do a lot of back and forth during these quests, and you run all the way up this hill again, which I don't know how you manage to run directly up a vertical face of cliff. But my stereo physics, they have no meaning. So you run up to here. Wait for Gemini off here to load. Playing this on a laptop with wraps does not really help. Read them again and you'll get to all these. Here's quest here, you just close this, whatever. And he's telling you to smelt these into bars, so you have to go into here, up over into his lair here, which is a kind of neat, really floating lair. You cannot build these, but they're around the map in Dralk, Chaconis, and here. There's also a broken one in the blighted community of Track. So I was running to here, and you can see like a beginner meta bar formula. Right click it and scribe it. Now, it will end up in your knowledge window. Just click K to open this, and you can see here. So I just normally hotkey these. So you get your beginner meta bar formula. Now you just go into here and you go by the smelter. Click this dragon smelting. Open your formula. Which I like to make them half transparent. There we go. Now open your bronze bar. And right click this. Properties. Title it. Well, you don't need to right click it, sorry. I'm just making this kind of clear. I like being able to see through things. Copper and tin ore. It says you what you need down here and all this. You'll get more into this later, knowing what you need. You don't really need to know the details of this now. So just make the maximum quantity. And I have close on creation, just kind of easier. Just click create. And now your dragon will make these 10 bronze bars, and kind of like the same gathering animation. Get these 10 bronze bars now, as she tells you to make, and go back to Gemini. There's like a glitch too, you can just glide on the floor. kind of goes faster and it's more fun. So just run around here, turn around, and here's Geminov. So talk to him again, and he says, "Wonderful! I processed your first raw resource. You now need have half the necessary material to make a dragon claw." So it's basically you're just basically making a dragon claw now. So you gotta go down now and go back down the hill and turn east again, and past the ore you will find outcroppings of garnet. Garnet is a sort of gem, unless if you didn't know. I'm just going up the side here, it's faster to glide there. It is a sort of gem, and you need it to make dragon claws, because your dragon claws are tipped with gems, which are kind of interesting to me. There's different types of dragon claws throughout the level, throughout the game, I mean. And each of them add more damage to your attacks, and you can add different techniques and whatever to them to make them more powerful. So just glide down here, and you'll find that there are outcroppings of garnet. So walk up to these, click your dragon quarrying skill, go to it and click gather. And you'll not get many of these glitches I'm getting of the sky over here in your game probably, because I'm using actually a mod that makes my sky look different, and it's really annoying loading between areas. So just walk around here and keep gathering till you get 35. I'll skip to the part where I got all 35. Alright, now we got our 35 garnet. Actually, I got a little more. Split the stack and get the amount you need. Just right click, split, and then delete it. Just run back up to Geminov, and she will tell you what to do next. So just run back. I'll probably skip the part where I'm back up there. So yeah. Something I forgot to explain is that to change your camera angle, you can either go into here and click, where's the camera? Click camera, and you can use these buttons to rotate your camera, left and right or whatever, up and down, make it like recenter the camera, and make it go into first person view. Run around, head bobs around and stuff. You can take a screenshot using this as well, which also F12 on your keyboard makes it. You can also lock the position on your camera, which if you click it and you run around, your camera will stay in the position for like a certain distance away.